Hi there and welcome to a new tutorial in Fusion 360. Here, as I said in the last episode, we're working on the Z4 BMW car. Okay, here we'll continue working on the surface mode, but I want just to add wheels here. Okay, but just add wheels like a reference, not like a final body. Okay, but it's not hard to do that. Just extrude it and we'll move it. Here you can make two direction, then use this arrow to define the good distance. Okay, thus you have your wheel here. Then let's go ahead and make the rear of this car. Let's start with the spline from this point in the 3D view and go to 2D view, put the point here and use the M to move it. Okay, you can just see from the rear and use the M key to move this point to this reference on the blueprint. Okay, and you can make it tangent everything is alright here. Just you have to use the controller point to control your spline. Once you finish this, you can go ahead and add another spline here. Okay, make sure that the last spline is good here. I will just edit this surface and edit the sketch of it, and let's return to our spline. Here you have just to hide the body to see your sketches. Then start another spline. We can end it here. And see from the top, and you can use the controller point to make a nice result here. Once all thing is alright here, you can show the body and add another spline between these see from the right, we will use a trim after to trim the unused surface, and it will be fine. Just please, if you have any question, you can post it in the comment, and I will respond you when I have the time. Thanks for all the subscribers to my channel, and you can find all the episodes in my website. You will find it in the description. And if you like the video, just make a thumbs up. And the new people, see my channel, please. You can just subscribe. Here we finish the first step of this tutorial. Then let's go ahead and reverse all of this, and let's make another step. Let's continue working on the rear of the car. Just I'm using the spline. The same method. You can just start from here to here. And just move it like this. Here this spline, you can adjust it with the point controller point. As you can see here. Then add another spline. Before this, you have just to modify this spline, looking from the top. You can slice it just to see the final result, but it's not a problem. You can modify all of this after. Okay, the basic thing here is to make this surface complete surface, and after you can modify whatever you want. Activate just the handles here. As you can see here, I'm using M key to move it and make nice result. That's the last surface in the rear, or the bottom of the car. As you can see here, you have a nice result. See from the rear, all thing is alright here. Just add another spline between these points, and you can see from the right it's okay, but you can move it a little. Just move this point to bend the other. To bend the other, you can use the tangency between two of them, but you have just, here we have an error because you have just to select the best one, okay? Don't select it in the 2D view, but select it when you have the 3D view. Add the last one here. Check all thing before you make the feature. Okay, now just you can select this like profile and this one like rail, and work done here. Just validate, and congratulations, you did it. Go ahead and let's continue working on the rear of the car. Here I will cut this surface, okay? Just select the front plane and make a simple spline or easy spline here. If you can't see, you can change the view, but you can do it like this. Once you finish your spline or tool, because we will use trim tool, you have just to select your tool here and select what's the surface you want to trim. Here we trim this one. Here we will make not easy but a hard spline here, but I know that you can do it. Just concentrate and let's start from this point. For me, I will start with a 3D view because it's too easy for me. Just add another point here, okay, then start another spline, okay, just validate. So add another the second spline, arrive to this one And the last spline for here, I did 3 segment. Okay, make sure that you have 3 segment, not only 1 spline. Okay, when you have these, return your model like this one and start the spline from this point. You have to follow the this edge, but I can't select it. You have just to, let's start, okay, here, let's start from this point. Okay, then you have a nice result here. Now I want to add another small spline from here to here. I think it's okay. You can move it with the M key. Then here add another spline between this point to this point. Okay. This method, you want to add many spline, then make feature after. Then you can move your spline like this one. Okay, I forgot to tell you that you have to look at from the top, because this one I have to move it just a little bit like this. Okay. We have just to add the last spline here between these points. Okay, well done, you did it. But just the last one, I have to fit it like the trim one. Okay, just use the controller button or the controller handles, then you can move it like this one. Nice work. When you finish all these 3D spline, you have just to applicate surfaces. To do that, let's move on to the next step. The next step is, first of all, I will make a surface here between these edges or these splines. Just use this one like rail. Well done. We did the first surface here. Maybe it's hard, but it's possible. I want just to show my sketch here because I will use it in this step. Just move on and make a loft feature here between edge and point. That's maybe is new for you, but it's not hard. Just select these like rails. Okay, that's the second one rails. and we have a nice surface here. When you finish this, I think you can do the last one. Just for the loft one, loft feature, just select this and this one. Where is it? You have just select it. Okay, nice work and well done, we did it. Thanks people, and see you next tutorial to discover more feature in Fusion 360. See ya.